The first time I went to Miami was 3 years ago. I think it was 2021. And it was cool, you know what I'm saying? The bad bitches of the bad bitches fall out. Okay, this hoe came with $2, and now you can't spend a whole week in Miami. We're not friends. Simple. Now we gotta stop the car, and I gotta call an Uber because you put your hands on me in the back of this car. So 15, 20 minutes. I'm talking about tasing the peephole. I'm spending like $5 on every single. Y'all, I'm getting irritated. I'm sorry.
The time and place for everything.
And I said, shut up.
If you're
Don't close your eyes to get away. Just bang my line and I'll arrange it. Beautiful girl, you're stainless. You'll be fine, I'll be painless. Yeah.
Tell me, baby, cause I need to know my happy, cause my loneliness.
Ooh, he's still going. Shut the f up.
What is up, YouTube, and what is up, my Dictionators? I know y'all can beat my ass. I ain't post this past Tuesday. Hush it up.
Listen, you cross-exes cheapskates.
Hush. But I'm glad you guys are back. I'm glad we are here together as a family, as a clan. It sounded like I farted, but I promise it was my shoe rubbing against my drawer. If you guys are new here, my name is Messiah Dixon. Welcome to the channel, to the clan, to the family. It's very comforting. So get you some wine, get you a blunt, and let's just or eat, or like do your homework or something. I don't know, it can be fun. And for those who are not new, hello, welcome back. I missed you. Mwah. As you guys can see in the title of this video, this is going to be a story time, okay? A very interesting story time. And I'm gonna try to make sure I keep this very cute because I don't really like talking about or discussing issues I've had with people. I feel like I'm not that type of person to do this on social media personally because I wouldn't want a story told, but at the same time, I would never tell a story that's not told truthfully. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm telling something from just my point of view. I'm telling it for how it actually happened. And everybody know how Miami get down. Let's just put it on the floor, y'all. Y'all know how people can get when they get to Miami. You know what I'm saying? Friend groups fall out. The bad bitches of the bad bitches fall out. Okay? This hoe came with $2, and now you can't spend a whole week in Miami. We're not friends. Simple. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, it seems like a reoccurring thing that happens when people go to Miami. Like, is it cursed? I don't really know what's going on. The first time I went to Miami was 3 years ago. I think it was 2021. And it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, COVID kind of was like just getting off of its, you know, thing, but it still was in like motion, you know what I'm saying? But everything was still like partially open. I don't know how to explain it. I was like, you know what, y'all? Like, it's July and it's hot outside. Let's go to Miami. Let's get lit. Let's have fun. And at the same time, it was one of the bad bitches' birthday that I came with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, all right, like, we're going to really do it up. Like, I know somebody at the time. I was talking to somebody that lived in Miami. So I was like, you know what? We're going to get active. Like, we're going to go to Miami. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a ball. Not only because I want to go, but because it's your birthday. Like, we finna turn up. Like, what the fuck? Make some noise, y'all. What the fuck? I was like, okay, period. Like, we finna get active. So we get to Miami. Boom, we land in. So we getting all comfortable. We all stay in the same hotel. They stay in a floor below us. But you were still able to get through the stairs to get to it. So it was a quick 1, 2, we right here, boom, boom, they right there. So it's not like, it was not too much. And mind you, the bad bitch that I was friends with, she came with a friend. She came with her friend. And her friend came with a boyfriend. So I didn't really know too much about the boyfriend. I was like, all right, like, whatever. But the friend, she was the sister of somebody that I went to high school with. So I was like, okay, like, you cool. The person that I knew that you was you was sisters with, she's cool. Like, period. Like, we don't keep it a stack. Boom, we go out to Miami, and I'm living it up. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me nothing. Like, I'm going to South Beach. Like, we have a little own day, mind you. We stayed pretty close. I believe we stayed in Brickell. I want to say we stayed in Brickell. We stayed in Brickell, and we was close to damn near everything, y'all. Like, we was close. Like, everything was within a scooter ride. Like, you had like maybe 5-10 minutes on a scooter, and we right there. Like, boom, we ooh, I forgot what that shit is called. It's not, I don't know if it's called Bayside. Bay. I don't know what it's called. It's called something, but it's very close to Brickell. Like, it was damn near walking distance. And there was like a bunch of like self-owned stores and like, you know, like those little travel shits you get when you travel somewhere and like you go back home with it, like a little gift or whatever. Like, I had all those things. Like, I got my little evil eye over there. I used to wear evil eyes down because of the person I was with. Hold on, let me get some juice. Y'all, this shit right here, bus. What? Jesus. So it was like cool. Like, I wasn't even mad at it for real. Like, I had a good little vibe, but I came and kept to you. I was eating good. I believe one of those days we ate at Bubba Gump. I think Bubba Gump. It's a place based off of Forrest Gump. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. I hope I'm saying it correctly. But that place, we ate that. That shit was good as fuck. Had like this Jamaican rice, like this Jamaican chicken. I had some popcorn shrimp on the side. Like, I was eating it down. I think I was like 18. I think I just turned 18. I was like 18. I did just turn 18. Or did I just turn 19? I just turned 19. I was eating it up, y'all. So I stayed an extra couple of days for obviously a significant reason, which is why I'm telling you guys this story. But originally I was supposed to leave with them, but I didn't. I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna stay here. Y'all, I don't know what's gonna happen in this car. You might choke me, put me in a chokehold or some, you know, WWE move on me in the backseat of this car, and I'm irritated. You know what I'm saying? Now we gotta stop the car and I gotta call an Uber because you put your hands on me in the back of this car. So
look at this, look at this here. Push a bitch again. God damn it.
I think it was like the second or third day. She didn't have any more money. So I was just like, okay, like, let's talk about this. Let's see what's going on. You know, let's scope the scenery out. And I'm just like, but like, how? Like, I just said, like, I was like, okay, like, how did this happen? How much did you come out here with? And that question, I do not know. That question, I do not know. I do not know the answer to it. But in my mind, I'm like, you know what? Like, regardless, like, yes, it's the second something day, but like, you know, when you get paid, you get paid. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a stingy ass hoe. So, like, you know what? I got you. Like, I'm gonna hold you down and make sure you have fun because this is your birthday. Like, we finna turn up. What the fuck? But still in the back of my mind, I was like, damn, like, how much money did you come out here with to Miami? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not the type of person to pocket pick anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, oh, like, how much money you got? But I'm just like, realistically, like, coming out here for your birthday too. Like, I don't know. I was just like, I hope she had enough funds to fund all this to her necessity, to her advantage, or to her likeness. I don't know, whatever. To her, whatever. Y'all know what I mean.
Who, child?
We still go by. I was like, okay, so maybe I'm gonna help for like the first 2 days and stuff like that. And I was okay, maybe like one of them we eat and one of them will help. And nobody really like ended up helping, like pay for her food. So I was just like, okay, like I'm not really understanding. So I'm just like, you guys aren't helping her pay for her food right now. Why am I the only one doing it? So I was like, okay, like this was just going in the back of my head. I didn't say anything. So now her birthday comes around. We go to this nice-ass restaurant, y'all. I look so good. I had my little skinny jeans era. That's when I just started going to the gym, so I was always wearing muscle shirts. I wear, like, those skin-tight shirts and stuff like that with, like, a Yankee hat. And it was, like, pink. So we went out and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, this is looking a little pricey. But you know what? Like, I'm not going to trip. Like, you know, like, this is your birthday girl show out. Like, you know, like, basically, I was like, okay. I talked to her friends, and I was like, okay, y'all, like, so, like, y'all pay this, and I pay this, or, like, let's, like, split this up, and something like that. And we were like, okay, like, let's split it up and stuff like that. And it's so crazy to say this, because, like, it sounds so funny, because I've seen so many people talk about it. Like, they're like, oh, like, if somebody else is paying for my meal, I'm finna get the most expensive thing. And, like, period. And, you know, I can't even be, like, a hating-ass bitch, because I can, quite frankly, be the same person. You know what I'm saying? Like, intentionally, I'm not going to go out my way and be like, you know what? I'm going to make sure this nigga drop, like, $200 fucking on me. Easy. But I'm not going to make sure. I'm not going to make that. I'm going to make sure. But I might be a little picky about what I'm getting. I'm going to really, like, scope the menu out. I'm gonna be like, ooh, like this got tomatoes in it, but ooh, this got the basil and the lemon on the salmon. Ooh, but this is the jasmine rice. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna actually look at it. Instead of I'm paying, I'm getting what I'm normally gonna get. I'm gonna give me an Alfredo pasta. Simple. Maybe a chicken nugget. I might give me a steak. But I'm not really gonna look through the ingredients. Like, now I'm really being observant because I'm like, all right, this isn't my money, so I'm gonna spend what I want to spend. But I'm still going to be cautious, and I'm gonna make sure I'm not doing too much. You know what I'm saying? There's like a balance. There's a balance. Hate me or not, I don't give a fuck. It's a balance. So we get to this restaurant, and I don't know. I don't remember if it was. I think it was oysters.
Have you ever had oysters? Did you know oysters are an aphrodisiac?
Y'all, I'm not an oyster ass nigga, y'all. Like, I ain't never been a fan of oysters, but I was like, you know what? Not one day in my life have I ever paid for oysters. So I was like, you know what? This might be the same price as like some crab, like some snow crab. Like, you know, you drop like $25, $26 on these hoes, and you get like half a pound. Period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no issue with that. So I'm like, okay, so since this is kind of like seafood, okay, this is gonna be the same price as such. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't the case. No, it wasn't the case. It wasn't the case. So, you know, when you order something and then you see the name of the item, but you don't see a price, it'd be like vary by pricing or some shit like that. That's exactly what the hell I saw. Okay, but I didn't see it until we already ordered our food. I'm too focused on like, oh, I'm finna fuck up this pasta with a little sprinkle of chicken on the side, like some little fried shrimp in the corner. Y'all, I was doing my biggest. You couldn't tell me shit. But then I overheard. I was like, oh shit, like, did you order your food? She was like, yeah, like I got me the oysters. I said, okay, like period, like we gonna eat it up. Looked at it, and this is very bad pricing. Mind you, the person I was talking to was there. And he was just shaking his head. And I was like, what? He was beside, like, that might be expensive.
So y'all want to sit there and waste your time writing negative stuff about us? Well, are you making money?
I was like, girl, are you tripping? Like, at this time, you know what? Like, obviously, I'm trying to make sure she's having a good time because I'm making sure she lit. I'm making sure we dancing and still having a little vibe. But still in the back of my mind, I'm kind of like upset because I was just upset just because I feel like I was spending a lot of money carelessly at the same time because I was also very young and I was still trying to learn saving. So I was just like kind of spending money carelessly, which obviously isn't on her, but at the same time I was like, I'm spending carelessly on not just myself, but for somebody else. So I'm like, this is like twice as much. So I'm like, okay, y'all can keep seeing me fluff out my hair. I don't give a damn. I will end this video quickly.
I hope you get it together.
I hope you do so.
Ooh, girl.
The person that I was talking to, they was like, okay, like I'll pay for the drinks. I was like, okay, period. So he'll cover the drinks and hers. So all I had to do was pay for my food, and our food, and then like the appetizer that she got with it. And like the appetizer was like the last thing on the menu, yo. Y'all know when the last thing on the menu, y'all know that shit is always the most expensive, yo. I don't give a fuck. Like you can see that shit at Cheesecake Factory. You can see that shit at Applebee's. There is a specific section at the bottom of every single section that be like, oh, like you see the prices increasing. You know what I'm saying? But obviously nobody's thinking like that because the girl, it's my birthday. I'm finna turn up. What the fuck? I was kind of a little irritated with that. We get back to the car and I'm just livid. So, mind you, I'm gonna clock you guys. Remember when I told you guys that they were supposed to pay they little half? I was like, okay, like, I'm gonna wait for them to send it. But maybe this is on me because I didn't press them. I was like, oh, like, send me my money. But me thinking how I would think, and I always visualize how I would do things, I would automatically send it. Like, if you tell me to send me money, or if I tell you I'm gonna send you money, and then we get our food, we get our thing, I'm already on my phone sending you half of it. Easy. I don't want you ever feeling like you have to ask me that. You don't have to ask me twice. You know what I'm saying? We confirm it, we pay for it, we move on, period. And I just feel like that didn't happen. So I feel like how I expected other people, I be trying to see people act or move how I act. And I was so blowed. I was like, bro, like, nobody paid me yet. I was like, why hasn't anybody paid me yet? And like, yes, y'all, like, I made the money the issue. Because I'm like, y'all, like, this was not cheap. Like, this was not cheap. So I was like, dang, like, who's going to help me go half? I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to chill. We go back to the hotel, and we all kicking it in somebody's room. And we, like, getting lit and stuff. And she turning up and everything because we like, it just hit 12 o'clock. And they just not lit for me. You know what you know, like those type of people, like you see like everybody else having a good time and stuff like that, and they kind of like sizing you.
Boo, bitch, what the fuck is you staring at me for? What is you staring at me for?
She's bored.
What are you staring at me for?
You know what I'm saying? But like, and it's probably not even on some intentional stuff, but it was like, girl, like she was clearly, she was fucked up, period. Like she was leaning a little bit. She was turned. And like, you know, it's her birthday and stuff like that, and I just see them like just being so dry and like and just maybe, you know, hoes be tired and stuff, so I get it, but like they was just so dry, and I don't know, their energy just wasn't contagious. So now I feel like there's this awkward energy. Now she done dancing to this Nicki Minaj song, and now be quiet. Now we just sitting in this room and we trying to kiki, and it ain't really no kiki. It just feels so hostile for some reason. I don't know. I hated it. And on top of that, I'm already mad because nobody sent me my money. So now we all hostile in this bitch. Okay? Like now we're all irritated. Next day come around and I still ain't get cash out. So I was like, okay, now I'm kind of blowed. Okay? So I get blowed. So I think this is almost the day before we leave. This is almost the day before we leave. We ride around, we go back to that same place we went where I told you guys about the evil eyes and the self-owned businesses and stuff like that. The little forest bubble gum. That's what it is.
Just answer the question, okay? Please don't play with me right now.
Like, obviously, how we had to get there, we had to ride scooters. So she asked me, she was like, yo, my friend. She said, yo, like, can you cover me for the scooter ride? I said, yeah. Mind you, this is like the second, third time. But I was like, you know what, like, I'm not even gonna trip. Like, this trip's almost over. But I was still in the back of my mind, I was like, damn, like, I am so low on funds. And at that moment, I can admit I didn't have boundaries, or I didn't know boundaries at the moment. So I was like, yeah, girl, like, I got you. We went to the thing, kicked it there, and we was riding back, right? There was a couple stores before we got to our hotel. So we ride all the way out here. This is where that shit is at. These are stores. This is us, okay? Me and him get back to the hotel, and now she calling me, and she's like, yo, like, what shoes is you rocking with? Like, what shoes do you like of these? And I'm like, okay, like, these shoes are cute. Like, I'm fucking with these. Like, those are eating. It was like, I think they were green or pink. I forgot what colors was. There was these other ones, like these multicolored ones. And I was like, okay, like, yeah, this is eating. Like, yeah, what's up? She's like, oh, I think I'm about to get them.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I said, what do you mean? Like, you think you're about to get them? She's like, oh, I got some money and stuff like that. But I only got the amount for these shoes. Mind you, we still have 2 more days to be here for Miami. I was like, okay. I was like, are you sure you want to get these shoes? Like, are you sure? You know what I mean? Like, heavy, like, are you sure you want to do this? Just in case anything else happens that you may have to cover while you're here. She's like, I'm going to think on it. And then she hung up.
2 hours later.
Come back with these shoes. Now I'm irritated. Okay, because these shoes was about $350. Okay, y'all know what you could do with $350. I don't give a fuck if you're going to Miami. You know how much you can do if you spend it wisely with $350. 50 of that is towards scooter rides, and I promise you, you can probably get at least 10 rides with $50, depending on how far you are from where you're going. But considering we're in Miami, everything's close. So you're spending like $5 on every cent. Y'all, I'm getting irritated. I'm sorry.
The time and place for everything.
And I said, shut up.
If you're spending money on food, you can leave a restaurant spending maybe like $25. In a sake of 4 days, that's maybe $100 and some change that you're spending on food, which isn't bad. But you mean to tell me you spent this money that you could have used for food on these shoes? I haven't been Cash Apped yet? Oh, I'm irritated.
Listen, you cross-aged cheapskate.
Now I'm tight. Because the amount of money I've spent on food that I haven't been Cash Apped for and scooter rides. We go somewhere else. I think we went somewhere to like take our little picture and stuff, and like, yo, I was so irritated.
I'm irritated as fuck. I didn't want
to talk. I didn't want to be nowhere because I'm like, y'all irritating me. So, and they was like, why is he mad? Or my friend was like, why is he mad? And the dude I was talking was like, oh, like nobody has sent him his money yet. And like, I think she mumbled something, and I don't remember what it was, y'all. She said something to him, and it blew me. It blew me. So I left. I was like, I'm going back to the hotel. I went back to the hotel. I was already irritated. Went back to the hotel. Went to sleep. And I woke up and she was texting his phone. Blowing up his phone. Now, I don't remember vividly on what she was saying to him, but she was talking crazy. I am very big on don't bring anybody that I'm talking to into our business. They ain't got shit to do with them, okay? Let them be them. Let them do what they gotta do. Let this be between me and you. So I wake up and I see them blowing up the phone, or see her blowing up his phone. I was like, okay, I'll be right back. He was like, where you going? I was like, I'll be right back. So I went downstairs and now I'm knocking on the door. Boom, 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 boom. The boyfriend opens up the door and he didn't say anything. He just let me in. And I was talking a little crazy. Like, you don't have to bring anybody else in this conversation. If you thought I was doing too much, if I was being entitled or irritating, tell me that face to face. You ain't got to text that to the person I'm talking to, because now I'm tight. That's one thing about it. Don't bring nobody else into our issue. If it's our issue, and it wasn't even an issue, I was just irritated in a moment about me not being paid. Okay, nobody's asking me like, oh, Messiah, are you good? Like, do you need to chill on spending? Like, I got you. Like, it was never no type of consideration, so I was blown by that. And I clocked it even worse because you text somebody else when you could have came to me privately.
That's suspicious.
So we both getting hot, we both yelling and stuff like that. So when I tell you guys, I stepped out and I was like kind of like hitting one of these.
Can you run? Come on, bro. Let me see you run, bro. Let me see you run.
I was like, no, like, we have to talk. I was like, no, like, if we're gonna talk, we're gonna talk. I was like, you're not bringing him in this. And then she started screaming. She started getting mad because I don't think she liked that I was in her way. And I was like, oh, like, we not. I was hitting one of these. I said, no, like, bro, we need to talk. I was like, no, like, no, like, we're not bringing this dude into it. It has nothing to do with him. She ran to her room. As soon as I saw her run to her room, I sprinted upstairs because I told you guys, like I said, it was like this and it was right here. So I ran up them stairs quick. Okay, and then I hear her running up right behind me, and I close the door. I lock it, put the little thing in, and I hear her screaming out the door. Like, she tasing the door. She got her she's like, I'm gonna tase the out of you. Da 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 da. You're a weak ass nigga. You're entitled. Da 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 da. Like, she was really like talking her shit. Like, she was like, come outside. And I'm like, you guys, we are in a hotel. So I was like, ooh, child. I was like, I'm not opening this door. He's like, don't open the door. I said, okay. So we turned on our TV. We was ordering food. And when I tell you, y'all, she was outside my door for a good 15, 20 minutes. I'm talking about tasing the peephole. And she was running back and forth. She was banging on that shit. She was doing her biggest. I said, oh, like, what? And it shocked me because I ain't never seen her out of character like this. I'm like, yo, like, mind you, she also was a little drunk. I think she was tipsy. But I was like, damn, like, I never seen this side of you. Like, this is how you feel. This is how you feel. So I was just shocked. Like, I was like, oh my God, like, y'all, I was so shocked and so like hurt at the same time. I was like, damn, like, what? And you was my bitch. Like, me and her humor was so alike, y'all. Like, that was my hoe. And she's still cool ass people. You know what? I ain't even gonna be a hating ass hoe. She's cool people. But I wouldn't be friends with her again. Respectfully. But I would never wish nothing ill upon her. But in that moment, I was livid. I said, oh my gosh, I'm not leaving. I'm staying my ass right here. We can order this food. You will have to go out and grab that food. You have now been promoted. You're gonna have to go out and get that food. I'm not doing it. So y'all, when I tell y'all, I did not want to go outside, and I was even more pettier because then I called a hotel. I called downstairs. I said, y'all, there's this girl outside who's screaming and tasing doors and banging walls and stuff like that, and she acting crazy. I don't know who she is.
And I went right to the police department.
You traversed Georgia?
And pressed.
Y'all, then they came upstairs, and I don't know if it was an officer who came upstairs or it was like a security guard. He was like, oh, like, what happened? Like, you was caught? I said, yeah, there was this girl. She was screaming and yelling. I think she was drunk. Like, I was just scared and, like, petrified. Like, I don't know. Like, I've never been in this position before. And we did not talk after that. Like, I blocked her that day. I blocked her that day on everything. Now, the girl and the dude, despite that, she still ended up sending me the money after I, like, called it out and everything. She ended up sending it to me. So they're cool. Like, there was never, I don't want you guys thinking that there was never no beef with them. I was just upset about the principle and that I wasn't sent my money. So once it was sent, I said, y'all cool people. Respectfully, since I don't want to be friends with her, I can't visually see myself hanging out with you guys. And that's just on, like, some respectful shit. So, y'all, I was supposed to leave that day or day after. I stayed for, like, the next week. I really used to drag, like, people having, like, stories about going to Miami. And, like, oh, like, don't go to Miami with, like, your friends because y'all never gonna be friends. I was like, y'all dragging it. Y'all just problematic. And it actually happens to me. Okay, right. That was the story of my life. And when I tell you guys, in 2021, I was going to Miami every month. Every month. There was not a month that went through that year and I was not in Miami. I was in Miami for 2 weeks, maybe a week, 5 days, 8 days, a month. But that being one of my first times of going to Miami is sickening. It's sickening. It's sickening. Enjoy this video because you know I'm finna give you guys that heat for the next 2 weeks, y'all. Y'all finna be sick of motherfucking me. Y'all finna be sick. Wait for next week. Thank you guys for watching today's YouTube video. And if you guys do not already know, make sure you guys smash that like button. And make sure you guys click that like and subscribe button and that notification so you guys can know when I'm posting. Please, let's turn her on. Please, for us. You're locked in. This is a contract. You watch this video, so that means you just signed an NDA. You're not going anywhere. Oh, okay. All right, you guys. Y'all have a great day. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. And I will see you guys Tuesday. Yay! This is nice.
All I'm drinking is champagne.